Hello, everybody, everyone, one and all, to Yemmycast, a video game podcast on Spotify, SoundCloud, and Apple Podcasts. As you know, from the past few weeks, I've been talking about it. We're probably going to be changing platforms very soon, so expect that by year's end. And of course, I'll put out an announcement podcast for that as well. But for now, welcome to this episode of Yemmycast, which is episode number 84. We're getting close to episode 100, which will be almost identical to episode 50, where we gave out t-shirts, merchandise, we opened up strange things, and it was a live stream. So we had a lot of fun with that, didn't we? I'm sure we did. What else? Coming up is the Steam Game Awards. You can actually vote now if you are a member of Steam. The Steam community, so you can do that now if you want to. You can pretty much vote for any game that's in your game library or that you can search for on Steam. So make sure you put in your votes, and I believe those nominees are going to be listed rather soon. Also right now on Steam is the Autumn Sale, which runs until the end of November, I believe. So make sure you look at the cool stuff coming to Steam that's on sale. The one thing I noticed was the Surge 2 is half off, so if you've been looking forward to that and you don't want to wait anymore, that could be your chance to get it. Of course, I want to play the Surge on PlayStation, so I have not got it yet. Other news, guys. Film Freaks, new podcast experience featuring myself, Greedy Waffle, Coco Gamer, and Taymation Studios. The first episode aired last Friday. It's all about Demolition Man, so make sure you check that out and learn what PBS is. If you know what PBS is, type it in the chat right now, and you'll earn nothing. Also, what was I going to say? Also, if you did not see it, I released on Monday an unboxing of the Steam World Quest Collector's Edition. I was very happy to finally get it, and what do you know, it was fantastic, just like the game. So if you want to, you can check that video out on the channel. It's it was a fun video to make. I don't do a lot of unboxing stuff anymore, or card pack openings anymore, but when I do, I make sure that they're just high quality for you guys. Also, if you didn't see, the last episode of the podcast, episode number 83, was an announcement podcast, and guess what? I'm doing a Game of the Year giveaway. If you can guess my Game of the Year in my Discord, there's a special channel for that. You will win that game, or if someone else already predicted it, and you predict the same game, you'll receive 4 free stickers from my sticker shop, which will be updated soon with new stuff. So that's pretty cool. Any guesses out there? You put them in the Discord. You'll be locked in place, and you could possibly win something fantastic. The link to my Discord is in the description. So if you want to, please join the Ferret Nation. Yeah, it's been pretty cool. There's been a lot of great response to it. A lot of people have already inputted their guesses and locked themselves in. There's a few games that I thought would be on here, and there's a few games that I didn't think would be on here. Did anyone get it right? Well, I cannot say until that podcast episode where I do the top 10 games of the year comes up, which I believe is going to be releasing December. Was it 15th, did I say? I think it was December 15th. Yeah, Sunday. So, yeah, make sure you stop in for that episode to see my top 10 games of the year. Very surprising is no one's put an indie game on the list. There's only AAA games on the list. So, that's an interesting thing to consider. Was that a hint, Yemmy? I don't know. Was it? All right. So let's get started with the big time news. HalfLife Alyx is going to be coming. When did it say it was coming? March 2020. So HalfLife Alyx is going to be the Steam VR game of the century. It's probably going to be the VR game of the century, to be honest with you. People have been waiting for Half-Life 3 for forever. It's been a big meme. You know the meme. There's been videos about it, predictions, magical balls trying to say, hey, Mr. Predicto, is Half-Life 3 going to come in the near future, if at all? Uh-oh. Oh, there he is.
Everything points to no.
Oh! I was worried there. I thought he ran out of batteries, and I was about to smack the ball against the wall. Uh, but yeah, Half-Life 3 has been a big topic of discussion for a long time, and as soon as the topic was dying out finally, guess what? Valve came out on YouTube, on their official YouTube channel, and posted Half-Life Alyx, the reveal trailer. This trailer is pretty fantastic. If you don't have a VR headset, this might be the game that makes your eyes bounce out of your head and go booga, because it looks fantastic. The engine looks like it's fantastic. The motions and movements that you can do are pretty cool. I believe this game is going to have where it can sense your fingers, which is like a first time thing, which is pretty fantastic to me. There was a lot of cool moves and cool sections throughout the trailer. If you want to watch it, make sure you do. It's pretty fantastic. Now, I know what you're all thinking. I know Callus is saying this while he's listening. He's probably screaming, "Yemmy, you don't even like Half-Life. How are you excited about this game?" Well, actually, it's not that I don't like Half-Life. It's that I haven't played a Half-Life game. Half-Life came out at the time when I didn't have a good computer, and I didn't have Steam, and I didn't have anything. I didn't even know what Half-Life was. I was playing Halo, and I was playing Call of Duty on the PC. And then I had Nintendo products, so I didn't have an Xbox, I didn't have a PlayStation, anything like that. So I didn't even know what Half-Life was really until probably when I got to high school. That's when I started hearing about Half-Life 3 stuff, and I was like, oh, maybe I should look into this Half-Life thing. So I didn't really know what Half-Life was really until later in my gaming career, because I didn't play Xbox until the 360, and by the time the 360 was around, there was really nothing Half-Life on that. I bought an Xbox 360 for Gears of War, guys. Like that's how out of touch I was with the Xbox. But I do know what it is now, and I am planning on going and playing those games, possibly on live stream. If my computer will run them, they may be too old for my computer. I don't know. I'd have to see, though. I have to see. Wait and see, guys. It's a wait and see kind of thing. So I promise you, by this time next year, I will have played through at least Half-Life 2. Because that's the one that people are recommending me play. Obviously, it's probably the one that's going to run on a system. I have played Black Mesa, or Mesa, as Hunt Down the Freeman would call it. And I played that at a time that I didn't really know what Half-Life was. I just kind of played through it. It was like having fun. I believe that's a fan-made game, though. I don't think that's not official Valve. It's a fan-made game. It was pretty fun. I liked trying to get the purple hat all the way through the level, or through the game. I lost it midway through, just like the gnome in Left 4 Dead 2, you know, that damn gnome. He gets into a weird spot and you can't find it, then you autosave and you're like, fuck. But yeah, so anyways, back to Half-Life Alyx. Like I said, this is probably going to be a pretty groundbreaking VR game. This is probably going to be a game that puts the VR into the forefront of a lot of people's minds. A lot of people don't have the room for a VR like me. I would love to get the Oculus, the Vive, the Steam VR headset, whatever it's called. I just don't have a room for it. I live in a condo, guys. The room that I record stuff in is also shared with my fiance, and the room downstairs it's a TV with a couch, and there's stuff everywhere. I don't have room for to set up 4 different cameras and have a adequate amount of space. Even when playing the PlayStation VR, I don't have enough space to do a full movement. That's why I'm usually sitting when I play the VR headset, even when playing games like Batman or stuff like that, which is one of the reasons why I really loved Rush of Blood, because it's a game where you sit down the whole time. It's not because I'm lazy. Shut up. But anyways, Half-Life Alyx, look out for it next year, March 2020. It's actually pretty soon. They've had to have been working on this game for a very long time. People are saying that, or rumoring that this was supposed to be Half-Life 3. They've been working on this since the end of Half-Life 2, blah, 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 blah. I don't think so. I just think that the VR started to pop up in popularity, and whatever they were working on in the past, they said, you know what, put this at the forefront. We want to get something really revolutionary out there. So they've probably been working on it for a while, sure, but I don't think this was supposed to be Half-Life 3 or anything like that. Or maybe a DLC for Half-Life 2. I don't know. Wasn't there like one DLC for Half-Life 2 that was like episode 2 or whatever? I don't know, guys. Tell me in the comments. I'm a noob when I need to plug in my sound effects. Guys, I'm You stupid noob! I'm a stupid noob. I don't know anything about Half-Life. Fill me in. Fill me in, guys. So people are asking if Half-Life is going to come to the PSVR, and currently there's no plans to port it to the PSVR. I think it would be kind of difficult to port it to the PSVR because the VR headsets that are for the computer have such a wide range of motion and controls and stuff like that, where the VR for PlayStation, there's 5 buttons on or 6 buttons on the controller. There's no joystick. It still uses a very lackluster motion system. You can't really move individual fingers, and there's no way to sense things like that. It uses a pretty basic camera too. So I don't think it's going to be coming to PSVR until Sony updates the VR. There's no way that this game is going to come to the VR. So, like I said, HalfLife Alyx is going to come to Steam for PSVR, the Valve Index, the Vive, the Oculus, and the Windows MR at launch in March 2020. And we'll see if the date gets pushed back or if there's news on Half-Life on the PlayStation VR, which I doubt. And we'll also see if there's going to be like a regular edition. I'm doubting there's going to be a regular edition for Xbox One, but you never know with Valve and Microsoft and all those fine folks. We'll have to wait and see. All right, let's move on to, oh my God, Banjo Kazooie merchandise. Oh, just in time for the holidays. Hey, Mom, Dad, this is what I want for Christmas. That's right, Fan Gamer is a merchandise maker, and they have a new line of Banjo Kazooie merchandise, which came out today, which was on the 26th of November, 2019. Oh my God, there is so much here, guys, to go over. It looks fantastic. But probably the biggest thing here is the Banjo Kazooie vinyl soundtrack for about 60 slaps in the face. It's a 4-disc vinyl set that has the full soundtrack for Banjo Kazooie. Wow! Oh my God, the artwork on it is amazing. The discs look amazing. They're all color-coded. Oh my God, this is fantastic, guys. Also, there's a $36 Banjo Kazooie plush. There's a $28 Jiggy plush. There is a few shirts for about $24. There's one with Banjo and Kazooie on the front that look like the old cover from the game, and it says, "Fly like a bear, climb like a bird." There's also one that's called Witchy Wishes. It's Gruntilda looking ugly, looking into the pot that has Gruntilda looking sexy, which is kind of fun. There's also a shirt that just says Banjo Kazooie on the front, and there's a bunch of like cartoony renditions of all the major things from the different worlds that you go to, which looks fantastic. There's more of a cartoony style, Cuphead style, I guess you would say, Banjo Kazooie on a shirt as well. Also, there is a keychain that has actually already sold out for $12. It has all the items you can collect, including Jiggy, the blue egg, a music note, and a feather, along with Banjo Kazooie head. And there's also a pin that is just eyeballs that's almost sold out as well for $10. There's also a duo pin, which is Banjo Kazooie faces as like the achievement for Xbox, it looks like. And then there's a golden Jiggy pin as well. Also, there's a hoodie that's for about $50. It says Banjo Kazooie Rare, and it has just a bunch of stuff on it. It says established 1998, pretty cool. There's also a Spiral Mountain Slip Mat, which is selling for about $10. This looks pretty fantastic too. It's a mat for the record player, and it just has all the different worlds you can go to. That is fucking awesome. I want to buy this so bad. I think I might buy this. It's $10. That's pretty good. It has all the different places. It has Gruntilda's Mountain. It has Mumbo's Hut. It has Rusty Bucket Bay. It has Clanker's Cavern. It has the swamp. It has the big snowman guy. It has the Egypt guy from the Egyptian land. It has the haunted house. It has the Rusty Bucket Bay ship. Oh my God! It has the tick-tock clock tree that has the different seasons in the leaves. It has Banjo Kazooie's house. This is fucking awesome! Oh my God! This is great. Let's go on. What else is for sale? Yemmy, stop freaking out. Okay, hold on. There is also the Freezy Peak scarf. Like the one that Boggy wears, and also like the one that the snowman wears in general. That's for about $25. Oh my god, this is so cool. So if you don't recall, when you go up the Freezy Peak snowman, there's the scarf, and it has like the different colors on it, and it has in the red spaces it has feathers, and in the white or the yellow spaces it has musical notes. It kind of has that kind of design on here. It's 100% acrylic, 68 inches in length. Oh my god, that's fantastic. That's so awesome. So yeah, that's all that they're selling. That's a lot, though. Guys, I'm gonna be spending some money. I think. I don't think I'm gonna be getting any of this stuff for Christmas. But look at that. Oh my god. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get that slip mat. That is fucking fantastic. I might snag a shirt too. Oh my god. I'm leaving this page open, guys. This is good news. Ever since I was a kid, I was wanting Banjo Kazooie merch, and now there's a whole site that sells it. God damn. I have some Banjo Kazooie stuff here, like a figure, a plushie, stuff like that. The original game, but this is something else. Oh my god, that's awesome. Did I talk about the Banjo Kazooie plushie? I think I did. Yeah, I did. Okay, so there you go. You can go to the site now. It's fangamer.com/collections/Banjo Kazooie with a dash in between and a question mark at the end. That's fucking awesome. Oh, I want to buy it all. I want it all. That Banjo Kazooie soundtrack, that's so cool. Oh my god. How are you guys not freaking out about this? Give me some Banjo Kazooie hype. Oh my god, that's so amazing. So fucking amazing. All right, we got to move on, guys. There's more news to get to. Okay. Let's move into some sad news. What the fuck? The Pokemon Company is taking legal action against Sword and Shield leakers. If you don't recall, we've been talking about Fortnite leakers for a while now, Chapter 2 leakers. Two of them are getting fined for about $82,000, $84,000, something like that, from Epic Games. And now the Pokemon Company is jumping into the fray. The fray? The band? No. They're jumping into it with another lawsuit that was filed in Seattle, Washington, against two unidentified individuals who were responsible for the Pokemon Sword and Shield game leaks earlier this month. The legal team at Perkins Coie, which has previously worked with tech companies such as Google, said the leaks caused irreparable injury to brand and undermined the carefully cultivated excitement and interest in the new games. It's now seeking compensatory damages. Damn, this lawyer talk. Monetary relief, punitive and exemplary damages, and injunctive relief. Damn, if I was a lawyer, I would know every single one of those words. The leaks were allegedly taken from Sword and Shield's strategy guide. Jesus Christ, Yemmy, get it together, man. The pictures were taken, then shared on a website and a social media platform, resulting in 300 URLs on a dozen of other platforms, linking to the strategy guide pictures ahead of release. The Pokemon Company hasn't named any individuals yet. It has used outside forensic experts to track down 4 Discord users it believes are responsible. One is said to have supplied the images to the others, who then shared the photos online. Once these individuals have been named, the court should be able to lay down the law. You can read the full lawsuit, actually, on this website I'm on, the NintendoLife.com has a link to the document. It's definitely an official document. It doesn't name any names specifically in the document, but it looks like they got quite the case going for against these guys. So good luck to them, I guess. That's just how it goes, though. You know, so one friend gets some insider information. Maybe he worked at a GameStop or a Best Buy or something, and he was like, guys, look at the strategy guide pictures I found. And those guys are like, oh, I could become a cool dude if I share this on Twitter. And now they're being sued. Rip in the chat. All right, so these are the best-selling third-party games on all the Nintendo platforms that have been launched in America. NPD video game industry analyst Matt Piscatella, who regularly provides data about U.S. gaming habits, was recently asked by a follower to name the best-selling third-party games on each Nintendo platform in terms of dollar sales and rankings. So it started out with Nintendo 64 generation and went to the Switch. So on Twitter, at Matt Piscatella, he posted Twitter user, whatever that person's name is, Meyer PIO, asked for the best-selling third-party games on each Nintendo platform. So the first one on the N64 was WCW NWO Revenge, the Nintendo GameCube Sonic Adventure 2, on the Wii Guitar Hero World Tour, I was a part of that, the Wii U Lego Dimensions, and on the Switch Mario & Rabbids Kingdom Battle. So nothing too shocking there, I guess, for the Switch. And the Wii U, that is kind of shocking. Lego Dimensions, damn. Guitar Hero World Tour, I can totally understand that one because that was the first Guitar Hero on a Nintendo console. Like that's or what? Maybe was no. That was no. Wait, no. Guitar Hero 3 was. Guys, I'm stupid. Guys, I'm falling apart here. But it was the first Guitar Hero to have all the instruments, and I think that's what led it to being the most sold on the Wii. Sonic Adventure 2, I never played that, so let me know if that deserves that slot. And then I don't even know what WCW NWO Revenge is. Is that a wrestling game? Yeah, it's a wrestling game on the N64. That's crazy. So yeah, what's the most shocking one to you guys? I'm thinking Lego Dimensions, because that was at a time when those toy games were failing. Look at Starlink Atlas, like what a misstep. But hey, that's pretty cool. He followed up to say these are U.S. dollar sales rankings sourced the NPD Group Retail Tracking Service. If you want to, you can check out his Twitter. I will not be linking it. All right, Railway Empire is coming to the Switch with all the DLC included. It's coming the 14th of February in 2020. The new Switch edition of the game will be arriving both physically and digitally and include the full main game as well as a number of DLC packs. The Mexico DLC, Crossing the Andes, and the Great Lakes DLC will be included as standard, while the Germany, France, and Great Britain and Ireland DLC will also be available to buy separately in the Switch eShop. I wonder why they did that. The Great Lakes DLC, guys, Cleveland, represent! So yeah, the game pretty much features you creating your very own railway network by purchasing more than 40 different trains and building railway stations, maintenance bridge, buildings, factories, and tourist attractions. You also need to hire and manage your own workforce to ensure the efficiency of your train service. I remember playing Railway Tycoon back in the day. Sucked at that hardcore. Here's some more information about the game. You can exploit the economic opportunities of the United States in an extensive campaign, working your way step by step from coast to coast. Lead your empire to success by establishing a comprehensive rail network and optimizing transportation of passengers and goods across North America. Master challenges and objectives through a range of scenarios, or create your perfect railway network in construction mode without any financial pressure. Acquire 40 historically accurate locomotives and more than 30 different wagons over the course of the game. Invest over 300 new technologies across 5 different eras to progress and maximize the potential of your rail network. Compete with up to 3 rival companies and even sabotage their efforts by way of bandits and spies. So like I said, the game is coming February 14th, 2020, which is the same day as Valentine's Day, which coincidentally is also the same day as the Sonic movie? Coincidence? I think not! Alright, so there's a new Switch controller out that's so small it could probably fit on your keychain. 8-Bit Duo's 02 Switch controller is pretty freaking small. But it's not the size that matters, Yemmy. Alright, so 8-Bit Do has just refreshed its Classic Zero mini pad in a range of colors which make it ideal to companion your Switch Lite. So they already had this out for the regular Switch, but they've made some new adjustments to it. The Zero 2 is a tiny Bluetooth controller which offers 8 hours of battery life on a single charge. It also works with Android, PC, and Mac operating systems. There's no analog stick, and it only has a single D-pad. Vibration is also off as well, but it's perfect for games that only require digital input and don't use a second analog stick. Retro titles should be especially well suited to this device. The 8-Bit Do Zero 2 will cost $20 when it launches on December 31st. There's 3 different colors. So there's the turquoise, the pink, and the yellow. And they're all the same price, $20, and you can buy them on Amazon if you so desire. One Piece Pirate Warriors 4 is coming in March next year, and there's pre-order bonuses with that as well. If you're a fan of One Piece, and you're a fan of pirates, and you're a fan of the number 4, this game is perfect for you. So yeah, Bandai Namco's One Piece Pirate Warriors 4 is an upcoming action-adventure game based on the franchise, the anime, and it's going to be launching the 27th of March, 2020. The news comes alongside a brand new trailer, which is on the Bandai Namco YouTube channel, and a confirmation of the pre-order bonuses, which will be given out to early buyers. Those who pre-order the game will be rewarded with an early unlock of Vinsmoke, brothers Ichi, Nichi, and Yonchi, and 2 exclusive costumes are to be revealed at a later date. And there you go. That's not all. Sorry. That's not all, guys. That's not all, folks. Europe will also receive a Kaido edition at select retailers. This will include a copy of the game and an exclusive diorama portraying the epic clash between Luffy and Kaido. 4 iconic Wano costumes will also be available for free to all players on the launch day. Luffy Reto for Luffy, Zora Juro for Zoro, Soba Mask for Sanji, and Onami for Nami. Not bad, I say. So yeah, pretty cool pre-order bonuses. Also, that European edition sounds interesting. I'm wondering if there's going to be more information on that later, or what's entailed. But hey, pretty cool stuff for the One Piece fans out there. Hey, speaking of stores, Nintendo has dipped their thumb and fist and arm and body into the Amazon Marketplace. They've officially launched the Amazon official Nintendo merchandise store on Amazon. Hey! So, yeah, there's been a lot of unofficial Nintendo merchandise on Amazon, and now they've officially announced that the official Nintendo Amazon store is now live. Nintendo appears to be more relaxed with its own IP, signing off on many more products than ever before. It's the latest move in the US to highlight many of those products on a new official Amazon US storefront. The Nintendo official merchandise on Amazon storefront, geez, that's a fucking long name, has a huge number of products, many of them clothing and apparel, but there's also plenty of toys, figures, accessories, and costumes. Here's some of the big ones. So besides from the shirts, there's a bunch of classic-looking shirts. There's also a Paladin The Legend of Zelda cartridge mug, which is gold. That's pretty cool. There's also Paladin Nintendo NES cartridge coasters. There's a Nintendo Super Mario Mushroom Kingdom Castle playset. There is a Max Factory Metroid Other M Samus Aran action figure. There's a Franco Kids Bedding Super Soft Plush Blanket Twin and Full-Size set. There's some long sleeve shirts. There's also a Club Mochi Nintendo Mario Kart Blue Shell plushie. There's some Nintendo Super Mario Bros. Character-shaped drink coasters. There's a Luigi Kart Super Mario Bros. Costume for kids, which is just a kid wearing a Luigi kart. That'd be fun. There's also an official licensed Super Mario Odyssey scooter remote-controlled car. There's a few baseball caps as well. There's a giant Bullet Bill plushie. There's just a bunch of shirts, and the shirts are pretty cool. They range from old classic styles of things to newer things as well, like Splatoon and lots of like Mario Maker and stuff like that. If you want to, the site is now available for you to look at. There's one hat that has like a piranha plant on it. That's pretty cool. And there's a Boo one as well. A Boo. Yeah. So if anything catches your eye this holiday season, make sure you put it on your wish list. Or buy it yourself because you're an adult, right? Alright, so the Hat in Time Naya Kuza Metro DLC is available now on the Nintendo Switch. It was released last Friday. So the Humble Bundle and Gears for Breakfast have now officially released the Nyakuza Metro DLC for A Hat in Time on the Nintendo Switch. It's about $7, about £4, and it includes a new chapter, 10 new timepieces, and a new sticker system, new flares, new dyes, and a new weapon, along with a new purple timepiece. If you don't recall, Hat in Time did not release with the DLC, and they said it was coming at a later date, and now on Twitter they came out and said, hey, it's here, and you can buy it now. So if you're interested in a Hat in Time DLC for the Switch, go on and pounce on that. Here's a little bit more information about the DLC. Welcome to the deep underground Nyakuza Metro. It's a perfect place for a little lying, a little cheating, and a little stealing. Join the Nyakuza and become mad rich. Nyakuza Metro introduces an all-new chapter with 10 new... Okay, we already read that. Okay, so there you go. There's the official release for that. If you want to, you can check that up. Meow. Meow? Meow. Say meow. Alright, Trover Saves the Universe is coming to the Nintendo Switch on the 20th of November and also the Xbox Uno. Squanch Games, established by the Rick and Morty co-creator Justin Roiland in 2016, announced that it's bringing its comedic and foul-mouthed adventure Trover Saves the Universe to the Nintendo Switch later this month on the 28th of November. If you buy the game when it's released, you'll get a special discount of 20% off. On Twitter at Trover Game, they came out and said that Trover is coming to Switch and Xbox. Trover will be available on the Nintendo Switch the 20th of November and the Xbox One on December 3rd. Join our mailing list to be the first to know when it goes live. So here's a little bit about the game itself. Your dogs have been dog-napped by a beaked lunatic named Glarkon, who stuffed them into his eye holes and is using their life essence to destroy the universe. You're partnered with Trover, a little purple-eyed hole monster who isn't a huge fan of working or being put in a position of having to save the universe. He's also not that big of a fan of you, quite frankly, and neither am I. JK, you're great. Only you and Trover can save everything in this bizarre comedy adventure created by Justin Roiland. So in the Xbox and Switch version, you're going to be using your controller instead of using a VR headset. So they've kind of modified the game a little bit to be more friendly for a controller environment. Although I believe you sit and use a controller in the VR world anyways, but minus the VR, and there you go. There's Trover for Xbox and Nintendo Switch. So if you want to, you can check that out. I believe there wasn't I don't think there was an official release trailer. Or maybe there was. Yeah, Game Trailers YouTube channel. Go and check that out if you're interested. Speaking of release dates, Alien Isolation has a release date confirmed for the Nintendo Switch. If you don't recall, they revealed that Isolation was coming during the last Nintendo... what's it called? The last Nintendo. That's when it was revealed. So yeah, Alien Isolation has gotten a confirmed release date for the 5th of December 2019 on the Nintendo Switch. Of course, it's been around for a long time, but... there you go. The 5th of December 2019, that's when the game will come out. It's probably the best horror game we've seen in a while. It's probably the best Alien game we've seen in a while. Like, fuck Colonial Marines. This game was fucking sick. If you haven't played it yet, and you have a Switch, and you want to play it on the go, now is the time to do that. It's also available on all other platforms, so if you don't feel like playing on your Switch, I understand. So the game is going to come with all 7 DLC packs, and it's going to include a mission where you play as Ellen Ripley's on board the USCSS Nostromo, which you'll relive the events of the 1979 horror film which kicked off the Alien franchise. So there you go. That's coming the 5th of December. Alright, so Pokemon Sword and Shield is actually the fastest selling game on the Switch yet. With over 6 million sales, it's the highest grossing Pokemon launch in the US. According to a tweet from the official Pokemon Corporation, worldwide sales of the Pokemon Sword and Shield game currently stand over 6 million copies after the first week of release, putting it ahead of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate as the fastest-selling Nintendo Switch game after 1 week. Here's the thing, guys. How many of these people have actually bought the game twice? One Sword, one Shield. That's kind of an unfair advantage in my opinion, but whatever. Consumers be consumerin'. The game sold over 2 million copies in the US alone, making it the highest grossing duo launch ever for the Pokemon series. The stat statement is carefully worded as the $60 game it seems to has made more money in the US than any past Pokemon titles in its first week on sale, although most of them launch at a significantly cheaper cost. Still, it seems the mixed reception with fans hasn't hurt the sales of the game. So there you go. In the latest mainline entry, the series has sold 1,364,544 physical copies in its first 3 days of release, which is pretty impressive for a boxed unit. And the download cards, and also the digital sales factor in, which makes it over 2 million copies in the US, and of course, as I said, over 6 million sales worldwide. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, which cleared 1.23 million units during the same time frame, has now dropped to second place below Sword and Shield. Just like in the UK, the release of Sword and Shield has given the Switch hardware figures a welcome boost. A whopping 180,136 Switch systems were sold between November 11th and 17th, and it's also worth noting that 100,000 more were sold the week that Super Smash Bros. Ultimate launched. So yeah, there you go. It might be a hit with the sales, but with fans, it's still getting some negative press, but hopefully things will smooth out soon. Okay, Nyan Cat. You remember Nyan Cat? Lost in Space is going to bring rainbows, Pop-Tarts, and memes to the Switch next week. Why do I feel like this feels like fucking 60-year-old men making a game? It's bringing memes. Here come the memes. My son Jimmy loves memes. He loves that meme with it's the meme with that guy, and he's doing that thing. I love cat pictures too. Hey Sam, bring up some cat photos on your cellular device so that I may laugh and cough up spit that gets on your phone and in your face. Anyways, Nyan Cat. Back after 8 years of silence, well, not really, 8 years running, Nyan Cat is here with its official gaming, I don't know if it's a debut, but it's coming from IsTom Games, the developer and publisher. It's going to be on the Nintendo Switch the 28th of November 2019, and it's called Nyan Cat Lost in Space. The game is a single-player, endless-running platformer set in space as the feline searches out intergalactic treats, avoids all manner of floating debris, and expels multicolored goodness from its rear end. According to the press release, there are some key features of the game to look out for. Nyan Cat hurtling through candy-filled space-themed levels, cheery and colorful graphics, lots of rainbow colors as expected. Collect space candy and space power-ups, unlock new Nyan Cat skins, 10 unlockable Nyan Cat comics included for your pleasure, online leaderboards. Kinda interesting. This looks almost like that Adult Swim game with the unicorn, Robo Unicorn, whatever, where you just kind of run through levels and collect stuff and dodge things. It looks like it's a game for phones. I'm wondering if this game came out before. This isn't the feline's first brush with the Nintendo platform. Back in 2013, Warner Brothers was sued by the Cat's creators when it appeared without permission in Scribblenauts. Back in 2013, wow, okay. So, Nyan Cat is going to be launching on the Switch eShop the 20th of November. Pre-orders are going to go live. Actually, it's already live, and you can get a 10% discount if you want to. It's going to be about $10 full price or about $8 with the discount. If you want to, you can check that out. This is a big pass for me, boys and girls. All right, Sony is allegedly making a Crash Bandicoot movie. After Uncharted has been getting a lot of press lately, there's been a few rumors coming out of a website called We Got This Covered, citing unnamed sources that claim that there is going to be a new flick featuring the Crash Bandicoot mascot. Given that Activision retains the rights to the Maniac Marsupial, god damn this fucking website, this is more likely to be a Sony Pictures joint than a PlayStation project. Of course, this does make sense because Crash has two games the last 2 years, the Insane Trilogy and the Nitro-fueled racing game. He's also plastered all over PlayStation 4 buses in the UK, and he also seems like a solid fit for an animated movie, kind of like the Ratchet & Clank one, which the Ratchet & Clank movie was awful. Like, I don't even want to talk about that. And there's also talks of Crash Bandicoot having a new game in the works in the near future. So yeah, Sony, if they do start an animated adventure starring Crash Bandicoot, I think that would be pretty cool. I'm afraid that they're going to give him a voice, and none of us want that. Alright, so the Outer Wilds, not to be confused with Outer Worlds, the Outer Wilds composer wants to get back at Subway with its Game Award nomination. If you didn't know, from last week's episode, I went over the 2019 Game Awards nominees, and the Outer Wilds surprisingly got a lot of nods. Outer Wilds, made by Mobius Digital, found itself nominated in the Fresh Indie Developer category, which is sponsored by Subway. It's gunning for the first prize along with Disco Elysium, Gris, My Friend Pedro, Slay the Spire, and Untitled Goose Game. And the team has a decent chance of coming out on top, although I feel like Untitled Goose Game is going to win. So Andrew Parlow designed the music for the game, and since the category is titled and sponsored by Subway, he wants to get back at his former employer. On Twitter, he came out at Andrew Parlow and said, "I was fired from Subway when I was 19 because they said I made sandwiches too slow. Please vote for Outer Wilds so I can prove my worth to them." So there you go. I think in the end, it probably was a good thing that he got fired from Subway. Subway has been under a lot of fire recently for their 5-inch sub deal not being all it's cracked up to be, using bad ingredients, giving people jalapeno pepper stems when they ask for jalapenos. Pretty fun, guys. So there you go. The nominees are there. If you want to, you can go vote on the 2019 Game Awards website right now, and we'll see if they come out on top. If they are the true sandwich artists. Is that what they're called? I don't even know. More Game Awards news. Green Day has been revealed to be the performer at the awards ceremony. Classics like American Idiot, Basket Case, Boulevard of Broken Dreams, and more come out of this band's repertoire. Their more recent stuff has been not to my liking, but back when I was in high school, this was my jam. Don't want to be an American idiot. So yeah, they're gonna be at the Game Awards this year. That's pretty cool. So it was revealed by Goff Kaylee on Twitter. The group will be on stage for a video game-inspired performance and announcement. So we're not sure if the announcement's going to be maybe a new Guitar Hero game, Rock Band game, maybe a game based around the band themselves. Although we already had that with Rock Band Green Day, so who knows? Maybe there'll be a Rock Band Green Day remaster. I'd rather have the Beatles Rock Band, but good enough. So on Twitter, he at Goff Kaylee came out and said, "So excited for this one. Green Day will rock the Game Awards stage on 12/12. Been working for a few months with the band on a special video game inspired performance and announcement." And there's also a little video as well. Well, it's more of a GIF. Anyways, there you go. Green Day coming to you live at the Game Awards. Hopefully there will be more than 1 fucking minute for them to play. Old meme, Yemmy. Move on, you old man. Hey, I'm not old. Borderlands 3, the first DLC has been revealed. Moxie's heist of the handsome jackpot. The reveal trailer was pretty fantastic. It features a holographic handsome Jack and large-breasted Moxie. And this is the first Moxie DLC that's not just a Thunderdome type thing where you battle out waves against enemies. It's the first actual DLC for Moxie that actually has a story to it, so bravo. So there you go. This DLC is going to be coming out, I believe, later this year on the 19th of December. And it's described as Moxie's assembling a crew to plunder the derelict space station casino, and you've proven yourself worthy of joining her ragtag team of experts, successfully battling your way through Hyperion security forces and crazed casino goers to reach a safe loaded with iridium, cash, and all new legendary loot. This looks pretty cool. This is going to be pretty cool to play again. This will probably bring me back to the game. I haven't played it in a while, so bring me back to the game to play this. This looks fantastic. I'm guessing there's going to be a handsome Jack boss fight at the end because of Tales from the Borderlands. He was made into holographic form. Spoiler, sorry guys. So maybe that's going to be the end boss of the game. If I'm right, brownie points to me. All right, we got some Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order news. The patch 1.04 is out now. It's going to fix a bunch of bugs with the game. So this list might actually fix some of the problems I have with the game. Let's read. Let's read, guys. Let me put on my reading glasses. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order 1.04 patch notes. There's a few of them here. There was an issue that would sometimes cause BD1 to turn invisible after completing Bogano. This has been fixed, and everyone's favorite droid will now be visible. The Force Bar has had its color switched, making it easier to read. Okay. Maybe for colorblind people. You will no longer be able to glitch through walls on Ilium. An issue that caused the Spire of Mictrol from being raised has been fixed. Okay, that's a good one. A missing bridge on Dathomir has been located. No longer blocking game progress. Hey, alright. Spheres can no longer get stuck in the wall within the Tomb of Ilir. Okay, that's a good one. An issue preventing players from leaving the Tomb of Dathomir has been addressed. Fantastic. Fixed an issue that was preventing players from completing the Force Push tutorial. I think I had a little bit of problem with that. Players can no longer bypass a specific area on Dathomir that requires double jump. Oh, there you go. BD1 will no longer disappear during a later section of the game. Pretty good. That's probably the end scene. Talking to BD1 during the AT-AT scene on Kashyyyk will no longer break the game. There was an issue which prevented players from locating the double-bladed lightsaber on Dathomir, which has been addressed. Improved collision on Bogano and Ilium. Fixed an issue which would cause the player to die at the same time as another spoiler character. Fixed an issue which would cause parts of the level to become affected by lightsaber throws during one of the fights with spoiler. Fixed an issue where players could become stuck on Dathomir after defeating spoiler. Fixed an issue from occurring where a character would not appear on Dathomir and thus preventing players from progressing. And an issue preventing players from completing a sphere puzzle on Zepho have been addressed as well. I personally did not have any of these problems, but these are things that I've heard people talk about. So that's pretty cool indeed. Alright, Battleborn is soon to be no more, as 2K Games has shown the timetable of when the servers and everything are going to be discontinued. So Battleborn was lackluster and shitty, and it came out on the 3rd of May 2016. It reviewed pretty well, but me personally, I thought it was just a boring experience. Just didn't like it at all. In a new update, 2K has outlined the process by which it will be gradually sunsetting the game. Firstly, it's no longer available for purchase from digital storefronts such as PlayStation, Xbox, and I don't think it was on Switch. And next, you won't be able to buy the game's premium currency, which is called Platinum, from the 20th of February 2020. Finally, 2K Games will be switching off the servers in January of 2021. After this time, you won't be able to play Battleborn at all anymore, and you'll just have a waste of a game, which was already a waste of game, sitting on your shelf or in the garbage. I don't think stores are even, like GameStop and places, aren't even buying these games from people anymore. If they do, you're going to get pennies, and then people are going to complain, I brought a stack of Battleborns to GameStop, and they only gave me 5 cents. Well, duh. This game was at Five Below stores. It was at dollar stores, guys. Come on. I should get my money back for buying this full-price game. Yeah. I sound like freaking the snake from Ukulele. Alright, learn more about God of War's development with a new podcast from Santa Monica Studios. Bam, bam. Bam, 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 bam. Alright, so Santa Monica Studio, the developer behind God of War, is opening up even more about how the game was made after creating a 2-hour behind-the-scenes documentary early this year, which is pretty good, if I might add. Members of the team have gathered to talk shop in a new podcast miniseries called Worlds Collide. The first episode is available now on iTunes, Spotify, and Google Play, and it's also been uploaded to YouTube, which you can check out on the PlayStation official YouTube channel. The first episode is focusing on crafting the game's side quests, and you can listen to the 3 key staff members discuss how they made it so these optional objectives, oh my god, could be tackled in any order and at any time. If you're interested in how big budget games are made, this is worth a listen. It seems there will be at least a couple more of these releasing weekly, so there's plenty to look forward to as well. There you go. Pretty cool that they're making a podcast for the game. I mean, the game just is fantastic. God of War was my game of the year last year, so you know I'll be listening to this while I'm driving for work, and hopefully you will too. I don't think there'll be much of spoilers in there. Maybe there will be, so maybe be wary if you haven't played through God of War yet. With all these big Black Friday deals, you know people are playing God of War for the first time in a long time, like Retro Fellow and Callus from Game Consolers. So there you go. There's some reason to jump on the podcast bandwagon. All right. State of Decay 2 is going to come to Steam in 2020. State of Decay 2 was pretty successful on the Xbox One and the Windows 10, which is just their shitty Windows store. Over 6 million people braved the ultimate zombie survival game. Well, hold on there, Xbox. Stop jacking yourself off there. So in Steam, in early 2020, all the fans will be able to play State of Decay 2 if they want to. There will also be Xbox Live crossplay, which will enable you to play with your friends across the different platforms like Steam, Windows 10, and Xbox One. The original State of Decay and the remastered Year 1 Survival Edition came around to Steam as well. And now everyone's getting excited for State of Decay 2 to join the first game. There's going to be more details about the early 2020 release, and in the meantime, be sure to add State of Decay 2 to your Steam wishlist and follow the Steam store page to receive immediate updates. How will you survive? I'll probably get State of Decay 2. I liked State of Decay 1 when it first came out, and I'm sure the updates made it even better. I didn't get through too much of it because I felt like the game was a little bit monotonous, but I haven't gotten to play State of Decay 2. I heard there were some problems with it, but I'm sure it's all been sorted out now. It's already been like a year since the relaunch or whatever. So yeah, there you go. That's all the news for this week. Dang. For as little news tabs that I have open right now, that was a long podcast. But hey, we had a lot of fun, didn't we? Didn't we, guys? Didn't we have fun? Yes? No? Let me know in the comments below, or if you're here for the premiere on Wednesday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, thank you so much for joining. The podcast is also available on all the other platforms I mentioned on the same day, so I appreciate you nonetheless if you're on those other platforms. Also, don't forget to join my Discord and join the giveaway if you want to. That's coming up soon, guys. It's only a few weeks away. Jesus Christ, this year is flying by. And also, don't forget Foobar Ferret, available on all platforms like Spotify, Anchor, and Apple Podcasts as well. And also, Film Freaks with a Z is available as well, which is another podcast I'm doing. So if you want to, you can check those two out if you enjoy listening to my voice. I don't read things in those, so you know that the quality is going to be about 10 times better. Also, big shout out to Canes. He's been a really avid listener lately. He shouted me out on his Twitter and in his live stream, so I appreciate you, Canes. Keep doing what you're doing and keep curving that spine. All right, that's about it for this week. Thank you guys for showing up. This week's live stream, I'm probably going to do one on Saturday and Friday because I have Friday off and Saturday off as well. So if you want to, you can check me out those 2 days. I'll probably be doing a live stream on those 2 days. Anything else, Yemmy? I don't think so. Once again, thank you for showing up. I appreciate you nonetheless. I appreciate you. I am Yemmy the Ferret, and this has been YemmyCast, a video game podcast.